1. Anticipate the worst-case scenario. Have you ever prepared for a storm that never came? It might feel like a waste, but if the storm had hit, you would have been ready. This is the essence of anticipating the worst-case scenario. The Stoics, a group of ancient philosophers, taught that to live a good and peaceful life, one should prepare for the worst. They believed that by thinking about the hardest situations ahead of time, we could handle anything that life throws at us without panic or despair. This doesn't mean they wanted to live in fear or sadness. Rather, they saw it as a way to strengthen their minds. Stoicism teaches us to look forward and consider all possible outcomes, especially the difficult ones. By doing this, we aren't caught off guard. This practice is called premeditatio malorum, which means the premeditation of evils. The idea is not to dwell on negative outcomes, but to understand them well enough so that we can control our reactions. When we anticipate challenges, we can plan our actions calmly and avoid being overwhelmed by emotions when challenges do occur. Imagine you're in a relationship that seems perfect. Anticipating the worst-case scenario means you're also aware that disagreements or even breakups are possible. This doesn't mean you expect it to happen, but you're mentally prepared to handle it gracefully if it does. This preparation allows you to work on the relationship with a clear mind, focus on communication, and cherish the good moments without fear of the potential bad ones. This approach can be applied beyond personal relationships. For instance, in your career, if you prepare for projects to face hurdles, you're better equipped to find solutions quickly and efficiently, rather than being paralyzed by unexpected problems. This mindset helps in maintaining professionalism and composure in stressful situations, ensuring that you are seen as reliable and resilient. Remember, anticipating the worst-case scenario isn't about expecting bad things to happen. It's about empowering yourself to handle any situation with confidence. It's about ensuring that no matter how strong the storm is, it doesn't shake your core. As you adopt this Stoic practice, you learn to navigate storms with grace, making you not only a survivor, but a master of your own life's journey. Embrace this mantra and let it guide you through life's unexpected twists and turns with poise and resilience. 2. Speak half as much as you hear. Imagine entering a room where everyone is talking, but no one is listening. The noise is overwhelming, and nothing meaningful is learned or shared. This chaotic scene highlights the importance of listening, a skill that can transform interactions and deepen connections. Speak half as much as you hear is a simple yet profound principle that encourages us to listen more than we talk. This advice is not just about being polite, it's a pathway to greater understanding and wisdom. From a Stoic perspective, the ability to listen more and speak less is a powerful tool for personal growth. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches the value of self-control and wisdom. By listening carefully, we open ourselves to new knowledge and perspectives, which is essential for the Stoic goal of living a virtuous and thoughtful life. Stoics believe that we should focus on what we can learn from every situation and person we encounter. By speaking less, we become more receptive to the lessons that life offers us. In relationships, this principle of listening can be transformative. When we listen attentively to our partners, friends, or family members, we make them feel valued and understood. This doesn't mean simply hearing their words, but actively engaging with and reflecting on what they are saying. Such deep listening can resolve conflicts more effectively because it helps us understand the emotions and intentions behind the words. It also builds trust and strengthens the bond between individuals, as people are more likely to open up when they feel genuinely heard. Listening more than we speak has practical benefits in other areas of life too. In the workplace, it can lead to better teamwork and more innovative solutions, because everyone's viewpoints and expertise are considered. In educational settings, students who listen actively tend to learn more efficiently and perform better academically. Even in everyday interactions, being a good listener can make us more informed and thoughtful individuals. However, mastering the art of listening requires patience and practice. It means overcoming the urge to interrupt, preparing to keep our own stories and opinions temporarily at bay, and focusing fully on the other person. It involves observing not just the words, but also the non-verbal cues, such as tone of voice and body language, which often convey more than words alone. As we strive to speak half as much as we hear, we embody the Stoic ideal of living with intention and purpose. This approach doesn't mean we diminish our voice or opinions. Instead, we choose to open up space for others, which in turn enriches our understanding and enhances our relationships. By practicing this principle, we also become calmer and more composed, enabling us to navigate life's storms with grace. Let this be your guide. In every conversation, challenge yourself to listen more deeply than you usually would. Make a conscious effort to understand not just the words, but the complete message being conveyed. Over time, this practice will not only improve your relationships, but also your capacity for empathy and understanding. As we conclude, remember that the ability to listen is not just a communication skill, but a gateway to a more considerate, reflective, and harmonious life. Each time you choose to listen intently, you are taking a step towards becoming a wiser, more connected, and more resilient person. So, let us navigate life's storms with grace, guided by the wisdom of speaking less and listening more. 3. Recognize the risks associated with wealth. Imagine finding a treasure chest. At first, you might feel lucky and excited, but soon you realize that everyone wants a piece of your treasure. This is what happens when you gain a lot of wealth. It looks great from the outside, but it comes with its own set of challenges and risks. The ancient Stoic philosophers, like Epictetus, taught that wealth is not inherently bad, but it must be handled with wisdom and caution. They believed that true richness comes from being content and virtuous, not just from having a lot of money. According to Stoicism, when we place too much value on wealth, we risk our peace of mind and moral integrity. Stoicism guides us to focus on what is within our control, our thoughts and actions, and not to be overly influenced by external possessions like wealth. Epictetus often warned that wealth could lead to a false sense of security and distract us from focusing on personal growth and ethical living. He urged his followers to use wealth responsibly and not let it corrupt their values or their relationships with others. Wealth can significantly impact relationships. For instance, when someone wins the lottery, they often find distant relatives and long-lost friends coming out of the woodwork, hoping to share in the winnings. This can lead to distrust and tension among family members and friends. People might start to wonder whether others value them for who they are or merely for what they can provide. Moreover, managing wealth can bring about stress in partnerships or marriages. Disagreements on how to spend or save money can lead to serious conflicts. The pressure to maintain a certain lifestyle can also strain a relationship, as it might push individuals to prioritize earning and preserving wealth over nurturing their personal connections. Aside from affecting relationships, wealth can alter one's lifestyle and expectations. The more you own, the more you might fear losing it. This fear can turn into a constant source of stress, overshadowing the joy that wealth is supposed to bring. Additionally, a lavish lifestyle can lead to isolation, as people with significant wealth often have to take extra precautions for their safety and privacy, which can limit their freedom and spontaneous social interactions. Wealth also requires management. The responsibilities of handling large sums of money, such as investment decisions, property management, and legal considerations, can become a full-time job. Without proper management, wealth can diminish through poor decisions or economic downturns, which adds another layer of anxiety. It's essential to remember that wealth should be a tool to improve your life, not the foundation of your identity or happiness. By embracing Stoic principles, you can use wealth to support your goals and values without letting it dominate your life. The key is to navigate the storms of wealth with grace, staying true to your virtues and maintaining harmony in your relationships. As you move forward, keep in mind the Stoic mantra to navigate storms with grace. Let this guide you not just in handling wealth, but in all aspects of life. Whether you face abundance or scarcity, your ability to remain composed and true to your principles will define your true success and happiness. 4. Avoid attaching yourself to just one hope. When we pour all our hopes into a single dream, it's like putting all our eggs in one basket. It's risky and can lead to disappointment if things don't turn out as planned. Diversifying your hopes is akin to spreading your eggs across multiple baskets, increasing the chances that at least one will remain intact, regardless of the bumps along the way. Stoic wisdom, particularly from philosophers like Epictetus, teaches us the importance of emotional resilience and the dangers of attachment. Epictetus once advised, "Demand not that events should happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well." This guidance is pivotal when understanding why it's risky to cling to only one hope. Stoicism isn't about having no hopes or desires. Rather, it's about preparing oneself for any outcome, not just the desired one. This Stoic principle encourages a mindset where one is not overly attached to a specific outcome. In the realm of Stoicism, emotional freedom comes from accepting whatever result comes our way, not just the one we hope for. This acceptance allows us to navigate life's uncertainties with a calm and composed demeanor. Consider the dynamics in personal relationships as an example. If a person invests all their emotional energy into a single relationship, whether romantic, familial, or friendship, any sign of trouble in that relationship can seem catastrophic. However, by valuing multiple relationships and finding joy and support across various connections, one not only safeguards their emotional well-being, but also enriches their social life. Similarly, in career pursuits, pinning all your hopes on a single job or career path can lead to undue stress and disappointment. Instead, having multiple career interests or developing various skills can provide alternative avenues of satisfaction and success, thus ensuring that one's self-worth and identity are not tied to a single aspect of life. In financial matters, the wisdom of not relying on a single source of income is universally acknowledged. Diversifying investments and income sources is standard advice for financial stability and growth. This strategy not only secures financial health, but also reduces anxiety over financial crises, embodying the Stoic ideal of not placing all hope in one scenario. To navigate life's inevitable ups and downs with grace and composure, it's wise to spread your hopes across different areas of your life. This approach helps manage expectations and cushions against potential disappointments. The more diversified your hopes, the more balanced and resilient your emotional state will be. Let us remember, as we move forward, that the true strength of our character is tested not by how tightly we hold on to our hopes, but by how gracefully we navigate the storms when our expectations are not met. Just as a ship captain adjusts sails to gracefully navigate through storms, we too must learn to adjust our hopes and keep our spirits high, regardless of the winds of fortune. In conclusion, avoid attaching yourself to just one hope. Spread your aspirations wide and let your life be a tapestry of varied experiences and dreams. By embracing this Stoic practice, you fortify yourself against the storms of disappointment and emerge not just unscathed, but with grace and strength. Remember, it's not about avoiding storms, but about learning to navigate them with grace. 5. Real richness is found in a satisfied soul. In the race to acquire more and more, we often overlook a simple truth. True wealth is not found in what we own, but in our satisfaction with what we have. This realization leads us to a deeper understanding of contentment, which is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Stoic wisdom teaches us that the richest person is not the one with the most material possessions, but the one who needs the least. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, famously said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This guidance invites us to shift our focus from accumulating external wealth to cultivating internal satisfaction. By simplifying our desires, we open the door to a life of genuine contentment. Stoicism explains that our reactions to external circumstances, rather than the circumstances themselves, shape our happiness. Stoics believe in focusing on what we can control, our thoughts and actions, rather than being swayed by external events we cannot control. This mindset encourages a detachment from material possessions and a deeper appreciation for the intrinsic values of life, such as virtue, wisdom, and inner peace. In relationships, the principle of finding real richness in a satisfied soul becomes especially clear. A relationship grounded in material expectations can lead to dissatisfaction and conflict. Partners may become more focused on what they can gain materially from each other, rather than how they can grow together emotionally and spiritually. In contrast, relationships rooted in mutual respect, understanding, and simple joys are often more fulfilling and resilient. These relationships show us that true richness comes from shared experiences and emotional connections, not from material wealth. Beyond personal relationships, this Stoic principle can transform our interactions with the world. In a society that often equates success with financial achievement, choosing satisfaction over accumulation is a revolutionary act. It allows us to live more sustainably, reduces stress associated with constant striving, and enhances our appreciation for life's basic pleasures. As we incorporate this Stoic wisdom into our daily lives, we learn to navigate life's storms with grace. Recognizing that the storms, challenges, and setbacks are part of every life, we can remain calm and content, knowing that our true wealth, a satisfied soul, remains intact regardless of external conditions. This inner serenity enables us to face difficulties with a poised and peaceful spirit, embodying the Stoic ideal of enduring life's trials gracefully. In conclusion, the real richness of a satisfied soul offers a powerful antidote to the relentless pursuit of material wealth. By embracing Stoic teachings, we can find profound satisfaction in simplicity and develop resilience against life's inevitable challenges. Let us remember to cherish the wealth within and navigate life's storms with the grace of one who knows where true richness lies. 6. Infuse your life with humility. In life, The loudest person in the room isn't always the most powerful. Sometimes real strength comes from quiet confidence and a humble spirit. This idea lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy, which teaches that humility is not just a virtue, but a form of wisdom. Stoic thinkers like Epictetus believed that humility was the foundation of a good life. They argued that when we let go of our ego and pride, we open ourselves up to learning and growth. According to Stoicism, a humble person recognizes that they don't know everything and that life is a continuous journey of learning. This mindset helps us to remain open to new ideas and to change, making us more adaptable and resilient in the face of life's challenges. Humility in Stoicism is about understanding our own limitations and the vastness of what we do not know. It teaches us to value others' opinions and experiences, recognizing that everyone has something to teach us. This does not mean belittling oneself, but rather acknowledging that our own perspective is just one of many in the vast tapestry of human experience. In relationships, humility plays a crucial role. It allows us to listen more deeply to others without the urge to dominate conversations or impose our views. When we approach relationships with humility, we become better partners, friends, and family members because we value the other person's input and acknowledge their importance in our lives. Humility helps us to build stronger, more genuine connections with others because it strips away the need for competition and replaces it with cooperation and mutual respect. Moreover, humility can protect us from the pitfalls of arrogance and complacency, which can lead to errors in judgment and a failure to see the realities of our situation. It keeps us grounded and focused on what truly matters, rather than getting distracted by our own hype or the superficial measures of success. Beyond personal relationships, humility also influences how we handle success and failure. It keeps us steady, whether we're experiencing high success or facing severe setbacks. A humble person does not boast in triumph nor crumble in defeat. Instead, they navigate all situations with grace and poise, learning from each experience and continuously striving to improve. As we incorporate humility into our lives, we find that it acts like a shield, protecting us from the ego-driven storms that can lead to turmoil and distress. Humility allows us to face life's challenges with a calm and balanced approach, enhancing our ability to navigate storms with grace. This graceful navigation is not about avoiding difficulties, but about moving through them with a serene and steady heart, one that understands the ebb and flow of life's fortunes and misfortunes. In conclusion, infusing your life with humility doesn't mean you think less of yourself. It means you think of yourself less. By doing so, you open up more space in your life for growth, learning, and deeper connections with others. This humble approach enables you to navigate life's storms with grace, ensuring that you remain composed and focused no matter what life throws your way. So, embrace humility and watch how it transforms every aspect of your life, bringing with it a profound peace and resilience that endures. 7. Guilt is akin to a contagion. Guilt is like a sickness that spreads easily from one person to another. It starts small, perhaps with a simple mistake or a wrong decision, but can quickly grow inside us, making us feel worse and worse. In the teachings of Stoicism, a philosophy known for promoting resilience and emotional control, guilt is viewed as something to avoid because it can control our minds and lead us away from peace. Stoics, like the wise philosopher Epictetus, believed that we should not let emotions rule us. Instead, we should focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. Guilt, according to Stoic wisdom, is often about things we cannot change, like the past or the actions of others. By holding on to guilt, we allow these uncontrollable elements to dominate our lives, which is neither healthy nor helpful. In relationships, guilt can act particularly like a contagion. For instance, if one person in a relationship feels guilty about something they did or did not do, this guilt can lead to overcompensating behaviors. They might start doing things not because they want to, but because they feel they owe it to their partner, which can create imbalance and discomfort for both parties. The other partner might then feel guilty for the extra effort being made because of them, creating a cycle of guilt that is hard to break. Moreover, guilt can spread beyond personal relationships into professional environments. A team leader who feels guilty for a failed project might start blaming themselves excessively, ignoring the fact that many factors might have contributed to the failure. This can lead to a toxic work environment where instead of learning from the mistake and moving forward, everyone remains stuck, analyzing what went wrong. Stoicism teaches us to approach such situations differently. Instead of dwelling on the guilt, we are encouraged to evaluate the situation objectively. What can be learned from this? How can we improve in the future? This mindset shift from a guilt-focused view to a growth-focused view can significantly change how we handle challenges in life. Additionally, Stoic wisdom suggests practicing self-compassion, which is understanding towards one's own difficulties and failures without drowning in feelings of guilt. It's about acknowledging mistakes, learning from them, and then letting them go, not allowing them to define us. As you navigate through life, remember that like navigating through a storm, moving past guilt requires grace and patience. The mantra to navigate storms with grace is particularly useful here. Just as a ship captain does not panic when facing a storm, but instead calmly steers through it, we too must manage our emotions with composure and strength. This doesn't mean ignoring our feelings, but rather acknowledging them and then consciously deciding not to let them overwhelm us. Embracing this approach will not only improve your personal and professional relationships, but will also lead to a more fulfilled and peaceful life. Every day is a new opportunity to practice steering your ship away from the storm of guilt and towards the calm seas of acceptance and understanding. Remember, the ability to navigate life's storms with grace lies within you. 8. Form partnerships with successful individuals. Have you ever noticed that birds of a feather flock together? This is not just a saying, it holds a significant truth, especially when it comes to success. The people you surround yourself with can greatly influence your life and decisions. This concept is something the ancient Stoics understood well and utilized to enhance their own lives and virtues. From a Stoic perspective, forming partnerships with successful individuals isn't about seeking personal gain or social climbing. Rather, it's about understanding that the quality of your interactions can shape your character and destiny. Epictetus, a famed Stoic philosopher, believed that we become a reflection of the company we keep. He advised that by associating with those who embody virtues and success, we can foster those same qualities within ourselves. Why does this matter? Stoicism teaches that our growth and happiness depend significantly on our inner virtues and how we react to the world around us. Successful individuals often exhibit traits such as resilience, discipline, and a clear vision, qualities that are highly regarded in Stoicism. By forming relationships with people who embody these traits, you are more likely to adopt similar habits and mindsets. Consider the relationship between a mentor and a mentee. A mentor who has navigated their own path to success can offer invaluable guidance. They can provide practical advice, emotional support, and insights that are not readily available from books or lectures. This relationship benefits the mentee, who learns and grows under the mentor's guidance, often accelerating their own path to success. Furthermore, successful individuals can open doors to opportunities that might otherwise be inaccessible. They can introduce you to networks, recommend resources, and help you navigate challenges using strategies they have learned through experience. This isn't about using people for personal gain. It's about mutually beneficial relationships where both parties grow and succeed together. However, it's important to choose these relationships wisely. Stoicism doesn't advocate for superficial or manipulative interactions. Instead, it encourages genuine connections based on mutual respect and shared values. When choosing someone to connect with, look for individuals whose success is aligned with ethical behavior and wisdom, not just external achievements like wealth or status. Moreover, these partnerships are not just about receiving, they're also about giving. In any successful relationship, both parties should contribute. This might mean sharing your own insights, offering support during tough times, or collaborating on projects that benefit others. Such interactions not only deepen the relationship, but also enhance your own character and understanding of Stoic principles. Remember, the goal of Stoicism is not to suppress or hide emotions, but to develop a strength of character that allows you to navigate life's challenges with composure and wisdom. By forming partnerships with successful individuals, you're not just building a network, you're crafting a better, more resilient version of yourself. As you move forward, keep this video's mantra in mind. Navigate storms with grace. Just as a ship captain uses knowledge, experience, and the support of a seasoned crew to navigate through storms, you too can use the wisdom and support of successful partners to manage the challenges of life with grace and strength. In conclusion, seek out and nurture relationships with individuals who reflect the success and virtues you aspire to. Let these partnerships be your guide, your support, and your inspiration as you continue on your path, learning to navigate life's storms with the grace and wisdom of a true Stoic. 9. Embrace simplicity. Life often throws unexpected challenges our way. It's not just about avoiding these problems, but preparing for them. By anticipating the worst-case scenario, we equip ourselves to face life's storms with a calm and prepared mindset. This idea comes from the ancient philosophy of Stoicism. Stoics believe in focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. By expecting difficulties, we aren't being pessimistic, but practical. Stoicism teaches that by imagining the worst outcomes, we can prepare ourselves emotionally and practically to handle them if they do occur. This mental preparation reduces anxiety and fear, allowing us to deal with actual problems more effectively when they arise. Stoics use a technique called premeditatio malorum, which means premeditation of evils. This involves thinking ahead about what could go wrong and planning how to handle it. This isn't about worrying or fearing the future. It's about empowering ourselves to be more resilient. In relationships, anticipating the worst-case scenario can be particularly helpful. For example, consider a couple facing financial difficulties. If both partners anticipate potential financial troubles and discuss ways to manage their budget and spending before problems arise, they're better prepared to handle the stress without it damaging their relationship. This proactive approach helps maintain harmony and understanding, even during tough times. Beyond personal relationships, This mindset can also apply to work scenarios. In a job where project deadlines are critical, anticipating potential delays or issues can lead you to develop backup plans or contingencies. This readiness can prevent last-minute chaos and stress, showcasing your professionalism and foresight. The key to successfully anticipating the worst is not to dwell on fear, but to use it as a tool for preparation. By thinking about what could go wrong, you can take steps to prevent it or mitigate its impact. This approach leads to greater peace of mind because you know you are as ready as you can be for whatever life throws your way. Remember, the goal is not to expect the worst because you believe life is full of doom, but because being prepared helps you navigate any situation more smoothly. This readiness is what Stoicism aims to build in its followers, a resilience that comes from understanding and preparation, not fear. As we wrap up, let's recall the mantra of this video. Navigate storms with grace. By anticipating the worst-case scenario, you equip yourself to handle life's challenges with grace and composure. You become the calm in the midst of the storm, steady and unshaken. This Stoic wisdom doesn't just help you survive life's battles. It helps you thrive through them, turning potential disasters into demonstrations of strength and resilience. So, as you move forward, remember that preparing for the worst isn't about expecting failure. It's about ensuring success, no matter what comes your way. 10. Consistently uphold your responsibilities. Imagine you're a ship sailing through a storm. The waves are high and the wind is strong, yet the captain stays calm, steering the ship with confidence. This is like life when we face our responsibilities. To handle them well, we need to be like the captain, steady and reliable. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This means we should decide what kind of person we want to be, and then consistently do the actions that match that vision. It is about taking control of our actions and being true to our duties every day. In Stoicism, upholding our responsibilities is a core value. The Stoics teach that we should focus on what we can control. Our actions and how we respond to situations are within our control. So, when we have a responsibility, it's our job to take care of it, no matter what. For example, think about Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and a Stoic philosopher. Despite his high status, he always focused on his responsibilities. He took care of his empire and his people, even during tough times. He wrote in his journal, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This shows the importance of taking action and fulfilling your duties without delay. In relationships, upholding responsibilities is equally important. Imagine a parent promising to spend time with their child, but never following through. The child feels neglected and unloved. On the other hand, a parent who consistently makes time for their child builds trust and a strong bond. They navigate the ups and downs of life together with grace. A friendship also relies on fulfilling responsibilities. Friends depend on each other for support and understanding. If one friend is always there in times of need, it strengthens the friendship. But if one fails to show up, the relationship weakens. Being reliable and responsible is crucial in maintaining healthy relationships. At work, upholding your responsibilities means doing your job well and meeting deadlines. Your colleagues and boss rely on you. If you consistently do your part, you gain their trust and respect. It helps in building a positive work environment where everyone can rely on each other. In your personal life, it means taking care of your health, managing your time, and keeping your promises. When you take responsibility for your actions, you feel more in control of your life. It leads to self-improvement and growth. Now, let's incorporate the video mantra. Navigate storms with grace. Life is full of storms, whether they are challenges at work, problems in relationships, or personal struggles. By consistently upholding your responsibilities, you navigate these storms with grace. You remain steady and reliable, just like the captain of the ship. No matter how rough the waters get, you stay on course and reach your destination. So, how can you start upholding your responsibilities consistently? Begin by setting clear goals and priorities. Make a list of your duties and tackle them one by one. Stay organized and manage your time well. Remember, small steps taken consistently lead to big results. Keep reminding yourself of the Stoic wisdom. Focus on what you can control. Don't get distracted by things beyond your control. Take responsibility for your actions and do your best in every situation. When you make a mistake, learn from it and move on. Lastly, stay motivated by thinking about the positive impact of your actions. When you uphold your responsibilities, you build trust, respect, and strong relationships. You become a person others can rely on. This not only helps you succeed, but also brings a sense of fulfillment and purpose in life. In conclusion, consistently upholding your responsibilities is key to navigating life's storms with grace. By doing so, you embody the Stoic virtues of reliability and control. Remember the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, and let their words guide you. Be like the steady captain and steer your ship confidently through any storm. As we conclude this exploration of Stoic wisdom, remember that the journey to embodying these principles is continuous and ever-evolving. Each day presents new challenges and new opportunities to practice acting as if nothing bothers you. This powerful approach is not about ignoring the difficulties of life, but about conquering them with a calm spirit and a poised heart. By mastering your emotions and reactions, you master your life. Embrace the teachings of Epictetus and step into a world where you are the calm at the center of the storm. Let us know how these principles transform your approach to challenges, and share your experiences in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe for more insights into Stoicism and how it can empower you. Until next time, continue to live wisely and serenely. Farewell.